Well, we've had an English perspective on the big game this weekend already, so let's get a Welsh one. It's former Wales and British and Irish Lions international James Hook on the phone. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you doing, boys?
All right, Hooky boy.
How's it?
Very good, mate. Very good.
Hooky,
Yeah.
it's Big Jim, mate. You know me. We know
I
each
know
other.
you, Jimbo. I know you, Jimbo. Things better.
Yeah, very good, mate. Thanks for coming on. We'll get straight into a bit of ruggers, mate. Big performance from Wales needed. Do you think they can bring it at the weekend?
Oh, I definitely think they can bring it. Obviously the last two performances haven't shown a lot, but I think everyone's talking about how well England are playing and how poor Wales are. And you just got to look at Wales' squad. They've got some quality players in there, and the boys who can step up on the day and produce a good performance. So it's going to be a tough ask, but we can do it because we've done it in the past. And we're 11 games in a row now without the loss. So there's no reason why not.
And just looking at the team selection, you talk about the quality throughout the squad. Obviously, there is that in Wales. There's a few boys missing through injury, like Falatau. But the crux of it for me is going to come down to a position that you know so well, fly half. If both players are fully fit, Bigger and Anscombe, who would you pick?
It's a tough one. I think we've got to be ambitious. I think as much as I love Dan Bigger, I like the fact that having Dan Bigger on the bench coming on for the last 20 minutes, just tight, kicking his goals. But like I say, we've got to be ambitious and sort of. We've got to score tries against England. So Anscombe at 10, as you know, good. He'll take a ball to the line a lot better. And I think as good a defender as Tuolangi is, it's an opportunity there, to play 2 or 3 numbers on him, bring George North in, John and Davis in, and make him go for a big hit. And Anscombe pick the right option. So I go with Anscombe, and like I say, bring Bigger on if it's still tight at the end to kick the goals.
And then looking at, obviously people are talking about the team selection and the threats that both sides have got. Jonathan Davis came out in the week, didn't he, and said, did he say one player from Wales would get in a combined 15?
Yeah, I read something about that, yeah. But like I say, there's so much quality. It's probably good just judging on the last couple of games, isn't it? And in fairness to England, they deserve the recognition they got so far. But hopefully that'll change now come Saturday.
And you mentioned about Anscombe taking the ball to the line. Where else do you think the game could be won and lost for Wales?
Well, I mentioned John and Davis. We haven't mentioned him a hell of a lot in the last couple of games. I'd like to see him brought into the game. And, it's an interesting battle between him and Henry Slade. And our back three, they've scored a few tries, but I'd like to see, Liam Williams, George North, Josh Adams coming into the game a lot more. And England are going to kick the ball. So, hopefully our boys will do the job coming onto it.
And you just named that back three of Williams, George North and Josh Adams. There's obviously rumours Halfpenny's fit. You'd not have him in the team, would you? Or would you have him on the bench? Or
no, I think he hasn't played for 3 months. So as good a player as he is to come back after 3 months, especially with a head injury like that, and like I say, our back three playing so well as they are, I'd leave it as is for now, and hopefully they can do the job.
And then for you personally, Hooky, I know you've played in a few of these games before. Any memories that stick out?
Yeah, quite a few. I think. A bit of success early on in my career. I think 2007 was one that stuck out firstly. I think if we had lost to England the last game in the Six Nations, we'd have had the wooden spoon. So
yeah, we beat you that year. Scotland beat you that year.
Yeah. Well, we lost every game apart from the last one. So that was one that stuck out. But no, I don't remember the Scotland game actually, Jim.
I think it was a 9-3 thriller, mate.
Mate, no one remembers Scotland because they're garbage.
Oh, don't be like that, mate. Arrogant English. This is why Hooky thinks Wales going to beat you.
And obviously the 2008 one as well was pretty much reminded me of the Wales-France game. We were getting absolutely thumped at half time. Probably didn't look any way back, and then we came back and won the game, and then went on to win the Grand Slam. So, like I say, boys, anything can happen.
Certainly can.
Hooky, I was going to ask you while we've got you, because you've played in France. Obviously, we met when we were over there for a barbecue around Naz's house, and there's all this talk going on at the minute, slightly off subject, with Surveyor and Rhys Webb. What's your thoughts on this whole French thing and why guys can't quite settle in?
I don't know. I think obviously Rhys Webb, hasn't. I think Toulon not playing well at the moment, so it's obviously difficult to settle there. And he's come out and said his family haven't settled, and you probably both know how difficult it is with families to settle. So his family's come back to Wales now. But I think the situation with Rhys Webb, I think he really wants to play for Wales, but because he hasn't got more than 60 caps, he can't at the moment. But there's still talk that he may be able to come back in time for the World Cup, whether he'll get out of his contract or not, but that'll remain to be seen. But it is tough, and speaking from my own personal experience, it was difficult to settle. But my wife, met a lot of friends. There's a lot of non-French players which she got on with out there, and my kids settled in school. I had one boy at the time. I got 3 now, but he settled really well there, and I really enjoyed it until we got relegated.
Do you think with Reece Webb, do you think he thought that they might have made an exception for him, like before he went, or do you think he knew fully and because there's all this talk, isn't there, about just players going for the money, the Finn Russell saga, 6-day turnaround, played, concussion, now he's out of the game. Did Reece Webb, do you think, know about the full situation, or did he think they might have given him an opportunity?
Well, that's the thing, and I think the Welsh Rugby Union is saying he did know about it, and he's saying that he didn't know the full situation. So I think that's why there's all this debate about it. But knowing Reece Webb, he loved playing for Wales, and he's probably up there one of Wales' best scrum halves at the time. So yeah, he's going to be hugely missed if he doesn't go to the World Cup. But no, I still think the door's a little bit open for him. How he'll work, I don't know, but I know he'd love to play in the World Cup because he hasn't done that yet.
And let's talk about you, Hookie, then. Obviously playing at Ospreys at the minute, tough result at the weekend, but you're getting into a bit of the media side as well. You've got your own YouTube show now called Hooked on Rugby. Do you get it?
Yeah.
I don't get it. Explain. Hookie, explain. I don't get it.
Well, I see what you've done there, mate. You interviewed Tommy Bowe recently. Are you looking to get into the media post-rugby? What's next for James Hook in terms of playing? You got a contract for next year? Do you want us to put anything out on the rumour mill? Racing?
Yeah. Funny enough, one of the boys told me the other day, Jim, he mentioned about me going to Racing Metro or something. I don't know where that came from.
Mate, you're welcome.
They signed Dan Carter. No biggie.
Exactly, yeah. But I enjoy that side of things, and like a family friend who's like a musician, does a bit of work at BBC, so I wanted to do this YouTube show, and yeah, I'm enjoying that so far, and doing a bit of radio commentary and stuff for the international. So yeah, but I've got next year as well on my contract with the Ospreys, so still playing, but sort of phasing out slowly.
So if we want to get you on YouTube, how do we find you? Just type in James Hook, or is there more of a specific?
It's hookedonrugby.co.uk.
There we go. I'm going to have a look at that.
Yeah,
I get it.
We did Tommy Bowe and George North the other day, and we got a couple of other boys, Shane Williams, Greg Laidlaw, and boys like that lined up. So yeah, something a bit different, boys.
Well, let me know if you want to boost up the levels into the millions, mate. I can maybe pop down.
I will, Jumbo. You're next on my list, anyway.
Cheers, buddy.
Well, best of luck with Hooked on Rugby, and best of luck with the rest of the season and next season with the Ospreys.
Thanks very much. Cheers, boys.
Cheers, Hookie. Come on, Wales.
No, England.